Hello followers, I am the Evolve follower, and in this video I will be talking about the top 5 things we'd like to see in the upcoming game Evolve. I've compiled a list of things we would all want in the game. This goes from a number 5 thing we'd want all the way to a number 1 thing we'd like to see. Let's get started. Coming in at number 5, we have a co-op campaign. I don't necessarily agree with this, but lots of people want some sort of sit on your couch with your friend type of game mode. Now this idea of a separate campaign from the game is just not a good idea at this point, because Evolve has been made from the beginning as a multiplayer platform. It was made to have a fight between 4 hunters' skill and 1 monster player's skill, but for the gamers who don't have the luxury of online gaming could still play the game with a buddy or on their own if that's not a good idea. With having an offline gaming experience, Evolve will catch a broader audience. But again, this game was made for multiplayer, and at this point, it might be too late for players to have their own offline mode. Next at number 4, we have a game that defines next gen. Lately, the next gen games have not been cutting it for the hardcore players that want a game that can prove the power of the Xbox One or PS4. Most of the release titles for next gen consoles were made also for the Xbox 360 and PS3, forcing game developers to have to step down graphics for the new consoles due to what they couldn't do for the last gen. With Evolve exclusively for Xbox One, PS4, and of course PC, we will see this game be one of the first games that can use the full capacity over the next gen consoles without downgrading. Gamers want the game to instantly feel and look next gen, and I'm very excited to see what comes of it. Next at number 3, we have different game modes. It is inevitable that gamers are going to grow tired of chasing around Goliath and the Kraken and want something to spice up the game. Different game modes would definitely give the game an extra kick that will keep players interested. Some suggestions are a game mode where the monster hunts down the hunters and the hunters must make it to an official objective in order to hold off the monster all the way there, much like Left 4 Dead fighting against the zombies. Another game mode that would keep the game interesting is if the monster side or a hunter side had to get to a series of objectives before one or the other is killed. These are just a few examples of game modes we want to see, but game modes would definitely spice things up. Coming in at number 2, we have good teamwork aspects. This already looks like a reality, but what we want is good teamwork. If you don't plug in your mic, we don't want you on our team. It seems like everyone wants a game that keeps them talking and communicating in order to win. A game like this would keep it exciting. Instead of mindlessly playing while you listen to music or something, you could be actively calling for help, telling where the monster is, or what you're going to do next. And that sort of aspect will keep players coming back for the intense feel of the game. Finally, at number 1, we have the created class system. Having a created class system with different weapons and a variety of tools to use against the monster will keep the game interesting with a common goal that will keep players playing. Leveling up and seeing progress in your skill with rewards such as guns, gadgets, and even perks will keep players there to level up and earn those rewards. Many multiplayer franchises have done it for years and still have thousands of fans there to keep playing it. If the life of Evolve is big in Turtle Rock Studios' plans, then upgradable weapon selection needs to be present to keep people sticking around. So, that was my top 5 list. If you agree with the list, leave a comment down below, or maybe even leave a comment on what you would like to see in this list. Subscribe for more news on Evolve, and keep evolving.